On a gorgeous 79-degree afternoon with the sun shining bright on Lewis M. Bartha Stadium, there's a slight chill in the air as the temperatures will fall down to the mid-50s later on tonight, making today a spectacular one for soccer. In today's matchup, we have the hometown JFK Mustangs taking on the Perth Amboy Panthers. Both teams struggling in their groups as JFK comes into the bout at 0-4, having most recently suffered a 1-0 loss to the Colonia Patriots. A bit of a controversy late in the game as JFK had scored the game-tying goal only to have it taken away, as the officials claiming that Evangelou had taken the ball out of bounds before he crossed the ball. Bilal Gumanse remained sidelined until Monday with a minor injury in his groin. For Perth Amboy, they come slightly better at 1-4, having recently lost to New Brunswick 1-4, and having their only win against Edison, where they were able to beat them 4-1. Gaston Medina leads the Panthers in scoring with 4 goals and an assist. Mayano and Zuniga each have one as well, while Miranda of JFK has all 3 of their goals. JFK looking for their first win today as Joseph Miggett's the head coach in his first year for the boys soccer team, trying to get a winning season as he'll take on Steve Rubin of the Panthers. And the game is underway. Perth Amboy will start off with the ball. They're going to play conservative and they're going to just start off in the back with the defense. 14 looking up the middle, but Miranda comes in with an interception. Stolen away. 16 finds his man, and they're going to play it to the middle of the field. Now back up. Williams trying to get it. Doesn't get it to no avail. 3. Trying to find an open man. Nearly goes past 10, but he finds his man on the far sideline. Now it's a breakaway by Miranda. Tripped up from behind. They're going to get a free kick. They're going to try to use this one here. And referees are telling them to slow it down and wait for the whistle. In today's game, Miranda will be looking for his 4th goal as he has all 3 goals for the JFK Mustangs. And on the opposite side of Perth Amboy is Medina with 4. Taking the kick is Williams. Right back to Williams. Play to Shaw. Shaw loses it in the middle, but comes away with it. Now back to 16 on the Perth Amboy Panthers. Looks up for his man, running down. It's a one-on-one breakaway. Plays a middle shot, it's deflected, and it's going to be kicked out. Now it's back to Miranda. Now 15. Sends it up. A little bit of miscommunication there by Evangelou and Restaro. Now it's Perth Amboy ball again. Stolen by Miranda. JFK trying to come away with it. Now on the far sideline, they're looking to push. Back to the middle. And it's going to be sent out of bounce by Perez. I'm sorry, that was Matos. Matos with the kick. Oh, they're going to call an offsides. Alright, now it's 23 with it. Santos, 14. Tries to find his man in the middle of the field. Kicks off his shin. Off of Matos. Now Williams. Williams trying to find some open space. Finds Ospina. I'm sorry, Perez. Sends it up the sideline. Still in. And it'll go out of bounds. Number 12, Ruiz, throws it in. JFK nearly coming away with it. That was Osorio with the attempt. And it will be JFK ball. Throw in down the sideline, headed away by Ruiz. They'll try again. And Miranda will find it. Sending it his man up. And it'll be Ben Rojas ball. The keeper of the Perth Amboy Panthers. Good kick over the middle of the field. Matos heads it. Williams trying to find Restaro. Rostaro now with it. Finds Miranda in the center. Spin move. Sending Osario. He connects. Tries to send it back to the middle. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Perth Amboy Panthers. Referee signaling that it went off of Perth Amboy. Headed by Ruiz. Ruiz again. And they're going to say the Evangelou committed the foul on the far sideline. Now sending it up. A little bit of a dangerous pass there. Perth Amboy. Now Williams. Williams trying to get it to Miranda. Miranda has some space. Intercepted easily. Now to number 10. 10 to looks makes the run, but Matos is there. The wall of JFK. Now number 10, Gaston Medina sends it up to his player, Francisco Medina. Finds 16. Deflected. Now it's a far kick. And Sandor is going to haul it in. Sandor using all of that goalie box to get this far kick. Now it bounces all the way out to Osario. Osario tries to run it down, and it's going to be sent right back to the midfield. 16 of Perth Amboy gets it. Santos. And it goes off of Santos, and it's going to be JFK ball. Shaw sends it down the line. Williams now with it. Santos sends it up. And it's going to go out of bounds. Well, this is a good game so far. Both teams playing some smart soccer here. Handball. Called by the referee. It's going to be Miranda sending it to Perez. Now Williams. Miranda with the no-look pass. Back to Matos. No, Perez, sorry. And Rojas with it. Miranda turns around. Somehow the ball's at his feet. 6 is going to surge up the field for the Panthers. And they're going to call a foul on Perez as they feel like he was holding him down as he tried to advance up the field. Number 6, Daniel Calderon, passing it 21. Now 10. 10 looking to strike. Going through the uprights. Wrong sport here. It'll go out of bounds. And instead of 3 points. Booming kick to Perez, heads it over. Down the far sideline. Sent back in by Perth Amboy. Mato sends it right back over to them. And Osario trying to fight in there. Tripped up on the play by what looks to be Morgan. Now on the 20-yard line. Medina looking to strike from here. It appears he has the boot to make it. He's trying to move his men over a little bit, trying to get maybe a header in. Here's the kick. A little chip in and it goes in. As the man was unmarked. We're trying to get a number here who scored that one. It was number 6, Daniel Calderon, who was able to tap it in with the left boot. And Joe Miggets is furious. Right? Here goes Medina. Side tackle, 23 almost comes away with it. Now Perez trying to find Evangelou just behind him, and Perth Amboy will come back with it. Down the near sideline. Still with it. Here comes Perth Amboy. In the center, tries to find his man up the right side. 3 looking to pass it, cuts inside, fires with the left boot off the woodwork. And JFK is lucky to come away with no goal there, as it was almost a 2-0 lead for the Panthers. And Coach Miggets is going to send Shaw out of the game for number 5, Isaiah Diaz. Surprisingly, Diaz started last game, but I feel as though Miggets doesn't want to go with him. Maybe he'll get some fresh legs into the game and change some things up. Ooh, tackled on the play, no call on Miranda. Morgan came in and took him right out. Trying to walk off an obvious limp there. But it'll be a goal kick. And Michael Santos will set up. Michael Sandor, sorry. Sends it in. Headed by Perth Amboy. Perth Amboy with it. I have to tell you, Perth Amboy is doing an excellent job today on just making sure they maintain control. And as I say that, they still maintain control, nearly losing it away. Giving it away there. Here they come. And it just goes out of bounds as the Panther forward was unable to keep up with it. Goal kick, Sandor. Line drive. Goes past Medina, still in the Perth Amboy control. And Perez comes away with it. Sends Medina, and they're going to say he was offside. Sorry, that's Evangelou. Appears unhappy with the call. Yeah, he was onside, but it was probably a slight call that the referee had to make. These referees can't make the best of calls since there's only 2 referees on the field. Traditionally there's 3, but in high school they change it up. And he gets him again. That one a little bit more obvious. As JFK is now anxious for their first goal of the game. Already 11 and a half minutes in. Perth Amboy up 1. And Evangelou showing his frustration on the field. He's got to be careful. He could come away with a yellow card easily. These referees in the GMC have no problem giving away bookings. And JFK has been notorious in the past for red cards. Here he comes. No good, just a little bit too far on the touch. And Sandor is going to settle down the team. Booming kick. Perfect pass to Miranda. He's going to give it to Williams. Miranda's going to send him up. And it's going to be JFK ball. Here's Diaz. Still down the sideline. Inside, Diaz tries to find the middle. One of the worst things you can do in soccer is give it right back to the middle. That's where you're going to lose the ball. And Miranda back touch, a little too fancy. Trying to show off some Cristiano Ronaldo-like skills. And it's going to be blasted out by Matos. Number 6, Daniel Calderon, the goal scorer of the game. Diaz finds Miranda. Perth Amboy still comes away with it. That's going to be 16 coming down the sideline. Henry Zuniga still in the middle. Ostaro comes away with it. Evangelou was waiting for the pass as he was in a slight offsides position trying to stay in front of the midfield. Williams looking to Miranda. Back to Williams. Down the near sideline. Tries to take his man and it's going to be kicked out by Diaz. Good job by Henry Zuniga. 14 will throw it in. Sergio Ruiz. Now to the center, to Medina. Perez fighting for it. Now Medina up against Perez. Medina decides to kick it out to number 6, Daniel Calderon. And Perez, ruthless, going all over the field. And the referee will signal Perth Amboy ball. Down the line, it's headed right to Medina. He's going to send Evangelou. Evangelou has a breakaway. He could come away with this one, attack from behind. And it's good! As Benjamin Rojas, it goes right by him. Excellent touch by Evangelou with the right kick. Grounder. And we have ourselves a game. Perth Amboy and JFK are tied at 1 apiece. That was an excellent pass. All they needed to do is just make sure he wasn't offsides, and they finally found him. Let's see if JFK tries to create more opportunities like that. Now, Perth Amboy on the far sideline. Slide tackle's no good. He touched it a little too hard as it goes out of bounds. Now Morgan with it. Looking for the throw-in. Headed by Calderon. Sorry, he's going to send it up, trying to find Medina. Medina goes right past him as it bounces back. He's going to cut into the center of the field. Finds his man. And the referee is right there to call the offsides. JFK will now take the free kick at the 18-yard box. Perez. And that's going to be number 9, Alex Moyano, trying to jump over and win the ball, committing the obvious foul. Perth Amboy back with it. Still patient and calm. Here's Medina trying to find something. Medina back with it. A little past his player Calderon. Here's Miranda with it now. Man on Perez. Back to Altamirano. 11 with it. That's De La Paz. And 12 now of the defense for them with Jose Ruiz. It's going to pressure. Down the far sideline, they have some room to work here. Chips it over to him, sent back into the middle, and Diaz is going to head it out. Now Perez. Looking for a man. Medina, quick pass to Osorio. And that's going to be kicked away. Morgan kicks it off the Perth Amboy forward. Header down the far sideline. Stays in. Morgan with it. Looking to send Evangelou. A little bit of miscommunication there. Evangelou was hoping that he would at least pass it back to the middle before he got the pass. And the referee is going to call a high kick there. Number 13, Harrison Camargo. JFK now bringing all their men forward. It's Williams. Williams is going to send it in. Oh, over the back. No call. Perth Amboy tipped by Medina. Williams able to keep it alive. Matos. Send it far. Osorio chasing it down. And the goalie, Rojas, is able to come away with it. That was an exciting race to the ball there, as it could have been the second goal for JFK. And number 9 looks like he went down in a little bit of pain. Here's Evangelou with it. Right side, strikes it. And it just goes far left of the goalpost. JFK now showing signs of life in this Perth Amboy game. Perth Amboy, who's appeared to come out strong, seems as though they've lost the momentum, and JFK have found it in their hometown stadium. Rojas not taking the kick. That'll be Ruiz now with it. Back to Medina of JFK. Here's Perez looking for something, but it's Calderon with it. Calderon against Williams. Now Medina. Medina finds his man down the left sideline. They're going to try to create something here. They're in the box. And Osorio comes out from offense and gets the ball away. Now he's running down. A little challenge. He comes away. Evangelou headed away by Ruiz. Now Diaz. And it's defended, kicked out of bounds by Zuniga. Back to the midfield. Here's Calderon. Zuniga. Medina trying to chase after it. Kicked away by Perth Amboy, and JFK is going to have the throw in on their sideline. Near sideline now is Diaz. Medina trying to cut into the middle. Perez on him. Fires away. Strong boot. A little too anxious to score there. Didn't set anything up. No pain. And we're going to have number 18, Luis Baron, with a little bit of a limp here on the sideline, coming out after one of those tackles that he suffered. Williams finds himself with the ball, and the referee is gonna call an offsides on Williams here. Meggett's not happy with the call. Play goes on. Now Perez finds Medina to Williams. Williams advancing it to Medina. Back to Williams. Sending Evangelou. Evangelou's not offsides. Chased down by Ruiz, and it'll go out of bounds on the far sideline. Oh wait, it's saved by Osorio. Does a little bit of a overstep. Side tackle. Still in. Williams in the box. Trying to find room. Crosses it in. Kicked out. Diaz with it. Tries his shot. Deflected immediately. Medina tried to send. There he is, Medina. Medina to Medina. Tries to chip it over to create some space. And it's played excellently by Lipinski. Here's Medina, favoring that left foot as he tries to go inside each time. Here's Zuniga to no avail. Back to Restaro. Perth Amboy with it now. Zuniga to Medina. Back to Zuniga. Crosses it in. Chipped out. headed, tries to left, bounces off. And he's gonna get the goal. It bounced off the defender as it tried to get kicked in. Pretty fast kick there. And that was number 9, Alex Moyano, giving the Panthers a 2-1 lead. Now this game is shaping up to be, it's already a great game right now. I can't tell you how many games we see in the GMC that aren't too good, not too exciting. This game already has 3 goals in the bout, as these teams are exchanging blows, very evenly matched. Here's Medina, but tries to send Zuniga. Back to Zuniga on the near sideline. Tries to chip it back in, but Williams will come away with it, and Matos looks to send it away to Miranda. And it goes out of bounds as Restardo can't save it. Kicked a little bit out of his way. Now here's 21. 21 trying to create something. Here he's on the left side. He comes behind Miranda. Medina, sorry. And the defense of Morgan sends it out on the far sideline. Luis Altamirano and Medina were looking to set up the striking here. Crosses it in, and it goes right to Michael Sandor. Sandor making sure his team pushes up. Good kick, and it's headed out of bounds by Perth Amboy. Morgan looking to throw it in. Headed again by Perth Amboy. Finds his man on the right wing. Oh, just out of reach. Diaz with a quick throw in. We'll find Restaro. Williams with the body. Restaro pulls it back. Finds Williams in the center. And they're going to send Osorio on a wild goose chase for the ball. Osorio's able to come away with it, and he just does a little tap to the goalkeeper, not making Rojas work too hard for that one. All right, headed by Perth Amboy. Medina tries to get around Morgan. Morgan sends it to the sideline. Now Miranda. Miranda still with it. And the defense of Perth Amboy. Now, they try to send Medina. Medina on the left sideline. Tries to do a little shake and bake, but Lipinski's able to kick it out of bounds. Now Restaro and the JFK defenders will be able to get back to help out. From behind, Morgan. They're going to call a little bit of a shove there. And Perth Amboy is going to be awarded a throw-in, sorry. Sends it in. And that was a near injury right there, as the referee called a late offsides with Francisco Medina and Michael Sandor. That could have been a back collision here today. Luckily, they avoided it. Sandor, line drive to Williams with the header. Comes jumping in is Evangelou. Kicked away by Altamirano. Still with it. Looking for his second goal of the game. Montayo goes down as Williams comes away with it. Back to Perth Amboy. Kicked out of there. Still back in Perth Amboy's possession. Goes right past Williams and Perez. And Lipinski sends it right back to Sergio Ruiz. Now Zuniga still with it as he collides with Perez. On his back is Diaz. And he just kicks it out of bounds. Diaz looking for a quick play. And they're going to call an injured player on the field. It's going to be Moyano. the second goal scorer for Perth Amboy. And they're going to come to a halt there. It looks as if he suffered a pull there. Maybe he has a cramp, perhaps. Jane Alexis is checking him out with their coach, Steve Rubin. And he's able to get up, gonna walk it off. We have to see who coach is gonna send in now for him. And we're gonna go back to the possession with JFK as Diaz awaits the throw-in. Now to Restaro, decides to kick it back to Matos, booming kick, and it's gonna go right out of bounds. Now number 11, De La Paz, throw it in for Perth Amboy. Back to De La Paz. Here's 13 with it. Camargo. Osario finds himself with the ball, pressured by two Perth Amboy players as they steal it away. Perth Amboy. Now JFK, Osario gives it right back up to Altamirano. Now Camargo. Perez fighting for it. Evangelou can't get to it. Headed by Lepinski. And the ball's up in the air. Medina finds himself with it. Medina tries to send Zuniga. Restaro now to Diaz. Restaro back with it. Pressured from behind by Zuniga. Good pressure. Here's Miranda. Setting up the tempo. Slowing it down a little bit. Comes off of Altamirano. He's going to send Evangelou. Evangelou! And the team is complaining that it should have been called for an offsides before he was even able to attempt the kick. Now Williams goes down. Now it's Matos, the wall of JFK. Back to Matos, sends it up. No JFK players in sight. Here's Perez, tries to chip it away. Not sure who he was aiming it towards there. And now it's going to be Medina with the back kick to Zuniga, coming up the middle, kicks it right at Sandor, and it's going to be JFK ball. Diaz, and it's going to go out as Medina tried to save it. Now twiddling down the sideline. Middle is Williams. He's going to try some Evangelou now down the left sideline. Evangelou chasing down his man. A little bit of trip, but he's able to stay with it as Calderon. Perez trying to send Miranda. And Calderon's going to give it back to Rojas. Dangerous play as the goalie can't pick that ball up. Osario now finds himself with it on the right sideline, finds Medina, back to Osario, tries to cross it in, and it's deflected off of Altamirano. These two teams are going at it right here, trying to get another goal for their team. Now it's booted away by Rojas. Just goes over the head of Medina. Diaz off of Medina. Medina's pressuring. And Sandor kicks it away. Headed by Williams. Altamirano with the fancy footwork. Still maintains possession. And here comes Lipinski. Coming away with it is Zuniga. Now back to Miranda. This looks like one of those plays you do in practice with the cones and you try to stay in with your team. And it's going to be kicked right to Sandor as he's going to catch it for an easy save. Sandor sending his team. Medina staying with him. Evangelou, and it's going to go over the back is number 14, Sergio Ruiz. No call. Perez looking to send Osorio. Osorio in a foot race with Calderon. And Calderon's able to get it, and they're going to call the body of Osorio with the foul. A little bit of a easy, not an easy call, but I'd say a younger call. These are the big guys here playing now. This is high school varsity. Should let them play a little bit. They can get tapped a little bit. Anyway, it's across midfield. Morgan's gonna throw it in to Evangelou. Evangelou taps it over to the middle. Miranda pressures. Miranda now, Rostar. Still, it's Sergio Ruiz with it. Finds Medina. Medina with Matos boxing him out. A Sergio Ramos-like box out. Goes off of Medina. And Diaz will have the throw in. Diaz looking for Rostardo. Headed away by Zuniga. Down the middle. Still bouncing away here. Here's Medina. Deflected away by Lipinski. Now it's on the far sideline, and Lipinski boots it away to midfield. Evangelou gets headed there by Altamirano. Fair play. Now Zuniga down the near sideline. Challenged by Rostaro. And it's going to be a free kick for the Panthers. Referee on the far sideline is blowing his whistle. He's going to send... Nope, they're going to wait for it. Headed by Lipinski. Diaz botched that one there. And Matos still not sending it to direct players. Matos does a great job of defending those players and sending the ball away, but he doesn't aim for players of his own team to receive the ball. One thing that he's going to have to work on. A complete wall, a great defender on defense, needing to have a goal in target in mind when he sends those passes away. JFK back with it after the substitution. And the referee appears to have given a yellow card to Williams. Not sure what the call is for. Or is it Evangelou? Evangelou, who we somewhat predicted would possibly get a card for his style of play and anxiety. And it appears as though Ospina is going to come into the game for Evangelou. After receiving a booking, he's going to have to come out. Mega's trying to encourage his team to keep playing, don't be discouraged by what has just occurred here. And it's a booming kick into the box. JFK waiting for it. It's going to go right out of bounds with the ill-advised shot by number 7, Kevin Chico. Now Sandor with the ball. Goal kick for him. 6 minutes remaining in the first half of play. Perth Amboy leading 2-1. Here's the kick to Williams. Medina with the back touch. Perez. Now Williams. Miranda finds Diaz. Not exactly a pass. Kind of rolled away from him as he lost possession there. And Zuniga is going to sorry, that's Ruiz gonna kick it out. He has an obvious limp there in play. All speed coming in for the first time for Evangelou. Let's see what he can do with the fresh legs. A little bit of a push, still has it. Looks inside. Perth Amboy kicking the ball in the air. Up for grabs. Now it's Morgan on the far sideline. And it appears as though it'll be Perth Amboy ball and they'll have the throw in. Everyone arguing that it should be a throw in. Or that there should be subs coming in. Not exactly sure what's going on at the moment. And here's the throw down the sideline. Far sideline, it goes out of bounds. Referee has awarded the ball to JFK. Sent into the middle. Tripped up there, no call. Osorio sent it to the left side. And it's gonna be a goal kick. As we have 2 players down for JFK. Now Rojas will give up the free kick to Altamirano. Good kick. Now it's Ospina. Can't hold on to it. Here goes Perez. Off the woodwork. Oh, and he kicks it right at the goalkeeper for an easy save. Could have gone anywhere else but right down the middle. Here's Diaz. It's going to maintain Perth Amboy possession. Perth Amboy, luckily that JFK did not come away with another goal there and tie this game up, erasing the once advantage that they had. It's still in play. Goes out of bounds. JFK is going to have a huge throw in. No good. It never went in play. Zuniga's trying to find a man here. Medina trying to trick his defender. Zuniga tries to give it back to Medina. Off of Diaz. Still in play. Goes into the box. Run a strong foot. Deflected by Matos. Oh, shoved from behind. Not a smart play by Osorio. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. I mean, the first half. Sandor trying to set up the wall. His JFK wall there to prevent a goal by Medina, who will be taking the kick. Not sure what Medina will do here. Last time they chipped it away. All right, so he chips it inside. And Diaz with the deflection. Sends a kick in, but it's no good. A little bit of ill-advised shot there. Sandor, less than 2 minutes remaining. Comes away with a fast kick. Coming down the near sideline. Williams not able to get to it. It's Medina. Medina comes away with it. And it's headed out by Matos, or kicked out by Matos. Now it's Ruiz. Finds his man in the middle. Stepped on by Perez. They're going to award the free kick to Perth Amboy as time is winding down. Here's Calderon with the boot. Perez running to it. Able to box his man in and come away with it. Tries to find his man on the sideline. Here is Amboy with it. Comes with it. Zuniga crosses it in. No good as it's deflected away by Lipinski. And it's saved by 22. Now Miranda finds Perez. Calderon deflected, and he's caught for the offsides position. And that's going to do it for the first half of play as the Perth Amboy Panthers lead the JFK Mustangs 2-1. And we're back. We're about to kick off for the second half of the game. Referees checks that the goalies are ready. And we are live. Perez with the ball. JFK looking to push early. Here's Evangelou coming away with the breakaway. Oh, and it's deflected away by Rojas. Kept it on the ground there. A little bit of excitement in the first 30 seconds of the game. Now here's Williams sending Osorio. Osorio still with it as Ruiz tried to make a slide tackle to no avail. Osorio now facing 3 defenders. Has to look for an open man. Morgan is there for him. And they're going to say that it is going to be a corner kick for JFK as it went off of Perth Amboy. And they're arguing that it should have been a goal kick. It will be a goal kick now. Here's Osorio. Perez. Here comes Ruiz. Ruiz with it. Now Perez back with it. Sending it the other way, trying to find Evangelou. Osorio brings it down from there. Morgan, and it's deflected off of Chico. Morgan sends it over the head of Evangelou. And Ruiz is going to head it out. Head it in. Tries to find Osorio. Booted out by Chico. And a little bit of pressure from behind by Moyano. Perez tripped up. And they're going to call offsides as Miranda was waiting in the offsides position. There's Lipinski sending it to Williams. Williams sending it back to the Perth Amboy defender. Williams trying to kick it away. There's Ruiz. Down the far sideline, finds Medina in the middle, surrounded by a swarm of JFK defenders. Good step over, and it's kicked out of bounds by Restaro, I believe, and it'll be a Perth Amboy corner kick. Quick chip pass. It's Diaz in the box. JFK has to be careful here. Williams tries to kick it out. Now it's Miranda with it. Miranda all by himself. Only Evangelou is up ahead of him. Here's Osorio down the right sideline. He'll go against Ruiz. Osorio looking inside to Perez. Off the head of Admirano. Here's Williams. Williams decided to take it back, and Mato sends it up to Osorio. Osorio again is going to try to find his luck. Ruiz falls down. Down into the middle is Morgan. And it's deflected out by Chico. Kicked out of bounds against by Medina. Here's Morgan with the throw-in. And JFK is going to maintain possession. Morgan just sending it into nobody there. Here's Williams. Now Ruiz finding Medina down the center of the field. He's going to send a running player here. Hey, Gio, want to get on this? Okay. All right, here we go. Here's Medina trying to find his man Chico down the left sideline. Sends it back into Medina. Medina with the left foot. Left side. It's nearly goes out of bounds. Sends it in.
Here's a chance. Shot.
And Michael Sandor is gonna come away with the save. Go ahead, do some. Here's Osorio. I have them right here if you wanna look at his. Yeah. I just learned their players. I'm holding the roster right now. Here's Lipinski. Lipinski trying to find Evangelou. Not to Chico. Sending it back to the defense. Man on is Evangelou. Saving his energy for when they send him on. Down the far sideline is Zuniga. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Diaz. Perth Amboy will have yet another attempt to try to send it into the box.
Soccer is like a little different. You gotta be like deflected, you know.
Yeah. Deflected.
Like every action that they did, the commentators talk like everything.
Right, yeah. And it's gonna be Sandor. Well, let's see if he can improve on his goal kicks here. Line drive. Right to Perth Amboy. JFK has it. Here's Osorio. Osorio deflected. Off by Ruiz. Osorio. To no avail. Here's Chico. Tries to find his man in the middle. It's Medina. Great pass. Now into the middle. And they're going to call offsides by a hair. As it appeared to be onside there. Referee was right with the play, so we'll suggest that he had the right call. Here's Sandor. A bit back in his side on the JFK half. The referee being particular about where he wants the ball. Crosses it into the middle. Now it's Perth Amboy with it. Goes through the legs. Chico has it. Send it to the middle. Let's see, a little pressure by Miranda. Finds the man in the middle, and it goes right past him for a save by Sandor. Sandor waiting for his team to go up the field. He'll boot it away. Near sideline, Osorio can come up with it. Here's Evangelou. He's got Perez in the middle, and it's going to be a nice slide tackle by Perez. And once again, it's Morgan just sending it away. Fast throw in here. And Evangelou is able to come away with it as he was waiting. And he's going to be tripped up. That could be a potential yellow card. It was an obvious goal scoring opportunity. Let's see what the call is here. Appears as though he's in pain right now. And usually in high school they don't fake these injuries. These are real injuries. Looks like he'll get up. Maybe it'll be best for him to shake it off on the sideline. Niggas should probably take him out. It's going to be the midfielder Williams who will be taking the kick. He's got the strong boot on the team. Waiting for the referee signal. Referee making sure that there's 10 yards within the wall and the ball. Backing him up just a little bit. No shaving cream here. Williams. Waiting for the men to come in. Sends it right at the wall. Tries to boot it in again. Deflected. And Rojas is going to pounce on the ball and secure it. Boots it away. Rojas is, I would say, one of the better goalkeepers in the GMC at his goal kicks and punting it away. Although he chooses not to do his goal kicks, he has Admirano do them for him so he can save his energy. On the far sideline near midfield, Williams comes in and knocks over the Perth Amboy player there. A little bit shaking up. I believe that's Zuniga. And they're going to continue. Here's Evangelou. And they're going to finally blow the whistle and call the play dead as Zuniga's in obvious pain there. Not sure what happened there. Williams came in with the body. Williams is a bigger player. He could probably be playing football right now. That's why he's the center back on the team, mid-center. And Alexis DeAndrea, the JFK trainer, will go take a look at him. Now, from what you've seen, Gio, what do you make about this game so far?
So far, JFK has some, interesting, chances on the ball, though. They just gotta cross it more and pass more when they're inside the box. That's what Perth Amboy has been having.
Right,
much more better opportunity with that by passing more.
Right,
we've brilliant passing and to the middle where they have chances to score.
Yeah.
JFK has to work on that.
Right. JFK seeming to play a little bit selfishly. They don't really see their players out on the field.
Yeah, exactly. Though. JFK has been, has opportunity to pass it to one another though, but choose not to. So that's the stuff they got to be working on right now in order to win and score more goals against these guys.
And a lot of times they just kick it away and don't even see where they're kicking it to, and it just goes right to Perth Amboy.
Exactly.
What do you make of it appears as though Evangelou is the fast player for JFK, and he waits for one of his players, let's say the center midfielder, Miranda, to just send him each time. It's created good opportunities, but it also wastes a lot of energy doing that.
As a forward, though, you have to, be open and have to be there in order to create opportunities, not just for yourself, but also for, your midfielders, too.
Right.
Forwards are more than just attackers, so they're also, we have to be a playmaker, too. In order to set it up, though. And more people have to come in and get themselves open, pass it back if we have to.
Exactly. And here's Williams. I'm sorry, that's Miranda. Now Williams with it. Tries to find Miranda, goes right past him. Here's number 11, Christopher De La Paz. Williams with it. Still back on that far sideline there. Williams trying to send it to the middle. Here's Perez. A little bit of too much of a touch there. Didn't control it too well there. Here's the high goal scorer, Medina. 4 goals on the season.
Good clean tackle.
Good tackle by Perez. Sends Evangelou.
There we go.
Let's see what he can make of this situation. Evangelou could have possibly had 3 goals in the game. He's got 1. He's got the one for Kennedy. He hit it off the woodwork and right to the goalkeeper when he was open.
Better, smarter plays than that.
JFK still not able to make the smart play there. What appeared as a 2-on-1 for JFK. We weren't able to convert it. He's going to send his man. He's still on. Here he goes. Left boot. A little too antsy there. A little bit of a Ronaldo-esque anxiety there. Just trying to get the goal into the match.
See, they gotta look for more passes than that's what they need to be looking for.
There we go. Here's JFK.
Onside. Deflected.
Here's Osorio down the sideline. It's gonna be JFK ball. Let's see Diaz throwing it in. Here's Miranda. Tackled. It'll go out of bounds. They'll have another throw in once again. This time it's going to float around to the middle of the field. Here's Williams with the header.
There we go.
Here's Osorio.
Shot! Oh.
And he kicks it right at the goalkeeper. Once again, JFK's just kicking it right at the goalkeeper, not giving him a challenge to make a great save. It's just going right to his hands.
Exactly. Too easy for the goalkeeper. They're making this game way too easy for him.
See, a little bit of fancy work.
That's a good opportunity right there, though.
Absolutely. Here's Miranda. Good challenge. It'll just go out of bounds. But that's the kind of hustle that JFK needs to show.
Exactly.
especially when you're down by a goal in a game that you could possibly be winning right now. Now here's a throw in by Luis. Back kick. And this is what happens. This is what drives coaches crazy when their players try to be a little fancy and they give the ball away. It always comes down to basics.
And being smart on off the ball, though, is key.
Teamwork, being smart. That's where the game's won. Not in the FIFA controls. Here's Williams with the challenge. Appeared as though he was a little afraid to make the challenge there. And he's going to send Medina, who's racing. And it's good defense by Lipinski. Kicked it out, but that's what they needed. They needed to catch their breath as they had Medina on the back.
Exactly, you have to reform the group.
Here's Chico. Chico throws it right to Morgan.
Settle it.
Williams is going to boot it downfield right to Ruiz. And they're going to have it on the far sideline now. Williams again in the play. Headed away. Osorio trying to come forward. He stands his ground as number 9, Moyano, tries to go up for it.
Loses the ball. There's a chance back there.
Good header. Possibly a little bit of more hustle there. JFK could have came away with the ball there. Still on the far sideline. Now to Miranda. Crosses it in. Deflected out of bounds. No, still in. Miranda in the corner. Tries to find Osorio in the center, and here's Williams. Williams, it gets deflected, and they're gonna have a corner kick. Now let's see if they decide to take this corner kick. JFK not traditionally a tall team. Perhaps they'll do a little kick first, and then they'll cross it in.
Not a tall team, though, so they should be able to, beat them on the ground, keep it nice and low.
Yeah. All right, here's Williams. He'll boot it in. Perfect cross. A little too high on the cross. As Matos, one of the taller players for JFK, it just hit the top of his head and not the front part for it to go directly in.
Ball off his head, though.
But that was, I'd say, that was a good opportunity. That was a beautiful cross, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, it is.
That's something you have to work on. No wonder he's the one who takes the crosses for JFK. One thing I'm surprised though is that Kevin Ospina is on the sideline. Coaches selected not to play him too much.
They're throwing away the ball right now though, and not trying to give it to their own teammates though.
Another wasted opportunity. It'll be a goal kick.
He was trying to force it.
For Rojas.
That's not how you want to play.
Here's the kick. Not too strong. Chico is able to head it. Another header. And he's going to send Moyano. Now down the sideline. Here's the good defense by Lipinski. They have an open field here. Touches it a little too much. Lipinski going to do a quick throw in. The defender appears to be injured. What JFK seemed to have the advantage. It was a beautiful challenge by the Perth Amboy player who's down right now. I believe that's De La Paz who's down. Seems to be in severe pain right now. Something happened with his knee. I believe he possibly banged his knee with the cleat on that play. I'm not too sure what happened there.
Usually the collision, though, the knee can be affected when both players hit the ball at the same time.
Yeah, and once having that knee, it can't be. If it gets banged, it's not too serious, but it'll cause you to have a little tingle and it won't feel too good.
Yeah.
A little bit of a shocker. It's like a zinger. That's what you would call it. And Migot's wanting to know why they. I'm not sure if he's complaining about why they blew the play dead. Obviously, a player is down. They want safety first.
JFK has the ball.
JFK had an obvious opportunity right there. Who knows? They might
Keep
have.
the pace up though.
Yeah, they might have given it away as they have seemed to do this entire game. Now the referee should have been called the drop ball in the game. But we know these are high school referees, so. Kicked out by Zuniga, and he's gonna find Moyano chasing it down. Good grab by Perez, still in the air. Williams heads it in the wrong direction. And with the right kick, it's gonna be Matos sending it out of bounds. But JFK still have possession. Quick throw in here. Here's Evangelou trying to make something out of it. Goes into the middle. Oh, and he's tripped up in the box.
PK.
And we're gonna see a PK. Now Perth Amboy may not be too happy with the call, but he got the ball past his defender, and there was an obvious leg that was stuck out to trip Evangelou here. Can't get too much more obvious than that. The ball was kicked a little out of reach, but it was a foul. Now we'll see. Here's Evangelou waiting for the referee to give him the okay. Rojas waiting in goal. Right foot, and it's blocked. Another great save by Rojas of the Perth Amboy Panthers. And he's gonna boot that ball away down to the midfield. Now I'd say if you block a penalty kick in a game like Rojas just did, you're gonna have a lot of momentum headed your way now. And I can feel it right now that Perth Amboy has the energy. Medina now with it. Pressuring Perez. And they're gonna say that he was draping over him a little too much. They're gonna send Evangelou. Goes right to Admirano. Now Medina. Medina. Tipped by Morgan. Chico still running after it. Here's Lipinski. Lipinski is gonna boot it to Williams, center midfielder. Weak touch there. Not a good pass. Down the far sideline. Here comes Zuniga. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by Diaz. Or should I say Matos? Booming kick by Matos. Ruiz trying to create something here. Here's Chico sending it into the middle.
Ooh.
Goes over. And they're going to call offsides. Perth Amboy is still arguing the call. The play's still going on. JFK is going to use this to their advantage. Here it is down the sideline. And the Perth Amboy player stopped running, causing Evangelou to run into him and force a shove. Smart play there. Perth Amboy getting in the way, and they're going to have the ball back, stopping the advantage that JFK would have had. Showing tiredness here. A little bit of fatigue as the game's winding down. Still a lot of time left. 20 minutes remaining in the last half of play.
Yeah, man.
Here's the header by Chico. Still down the sideline. And it's going to be Morgan with another throw in. Morgan finds Miranda. Miranda's able to come away with it. He's running down the sideline. He's in the box. He's down the center. Tries to cross it in. And it goes just past his target. And it's another blown opportunity for the Mustangs. And it looks as though there was a collision here. Another player going down. Hope that these players are okay. There's a little bit of just shaken up there. Alexis DeAndrea is getting her work cut out for her today. You would think this was a football match. Now here's Medina, and Morgan's gonna send it out. Chico looking for the quick throw in, finds Medina. Medina down the sideline, crosses it in, and Sandor is able to snarl it down. He's gonna look for Miranda in the middle. Miranda going down the center. Here's Williams crossing the midfield. Booted away by Ruiz. Williams to Perez. Perez trying to find Evangelou. Might have been offsides there. Here goes Osorio. Slide kick. Getting the man, not the ball. Always a foul in soccer. That was a good challenge. He just missed it. No harm intended. And it's going to be a free kick deep in the Perth Amboy half. Williams with the shoulder. Here comes Miranda. Back to Williams. Williams, a little too late of a challenge. Ruiz is able to step on top of it. Now here's Zuniga down the middle. Back to Medina, and it's an excellent slide tackle by Matos. Now Perez tries to send Osorio. Great tap. It's going to be Miranda. Miranda loses it behind him. He's going to find Evangelou, who's onside. Strikes it into the back of the net for his second goal of the match. And we have a tie ball game here. 2-2. JFK, Perth Amboy. 17 and a half minutes to go. Excellent play. They found Evangelou open once again to get it into the back of the net. All the Perth Amboy players found them trailing in the attack, and Evangelou was able to come away with it. JFK, lucky they converted on the play. They almost botched it up a little bit, but they were successful. Now here's Medina, deflected by Lipinski. Still in the box. Diaz, not a good decision. And it's going to be kicked way over the goalpost for what could have been an easy goal for the Panthers. I believe that was number 3, Medina. Now Michael Sandor. The goal kick to the 40-yard line, headed by Perez. Osorio jumping around. Here's Chico. Here goes Medina. Over the head. And they're going to call him for the offsides. Perth Amboy showing a clear disagreement. Words are being said that cannot be repeated on this broadcast to show their clear disapproval. Here's Perez in the middle, trying to find Osorio. Ruiz, it goes behind him, and Rojas kicks it away to the far sideline. It'll go out of bounds. Zuniga cannot save it. Here's Diaz with the throw-in. He'll find Evangelou. And it'll be stolen away. And Williams comes in like a train. He got the ball cleanly, but then his body, being as big as he is, will be called for the foul. One of those big boy problems. Down the far side, it's headed away, it's trickling down. Here's the attack. Here's Evangelou chasing after it, and it just sails out of bounds. Now Perth Amboy to Admirano, running in his 2 JFK players, and Williams comes in, tripped up from behind, and they're gonna award him the free kick. Players going down left and right throughout this entire game here. Not sure what's going on. These players, I'm sure, are just playing very intensely in a game that they all want to win. It's going to be Williams who will be taking the free kick A little far for a strike here. He'll probably try to pass it away to one of his players. Here's his teammate. Crosses it in. Nope. Deflected away. Tries to kick. And it's Perez! And he kicks it from the 15-yard line into the upper 90s. And JFK has come back in the second half with 2 goals. Now with the win, well, the winning lead of 3-2. 2 coming away of Evangelou, and now with a beautiful strike by Perez.
Let's look at the replay. Shit.
Now these teams are fired up. 11, who was injured once before, is going to come back in. That was De La Paz. And he's going to take out number 15, William Cortas. Or is that 19? 19, Vivar. Here's Ruiz. Sends it up. Good pass. Has 3 players to selection. A little bit of a high kick there. No call. Gonna maintain JFK possession. Still down the sideline. Williams. A lot of players bunched up there. It's going to be the Panthers coming down, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Lipinski. Tackled from behind. The crowd showing their obvious disapproval of that play as Perez went down. JFK now setting up, killing a little bit of the clock here. 13 minutes remaining as JFK holds a 3-2 lead. Headed by Evangelou to Miranda, and it's going to be kicked away by Ruiz. Still in play by Diaz. Jumps over him. Jumps over the kick. Down the sideline, Evangelou goes down, running into 2 defenders. Hard play to come away with. And Chico down the sideline. Oh, sorry, Chico's near here. But the Perth Amboy player tried to keep it in bounds. Diaz with throw in. Another header by Williams. And Ruiz gonna take the throw in at the 20-yard line. Up in the air. Williams comes down with it off the chest. Gonna try to send it far side to Restauro. Just goes past Miranda. And it appears as though Evangelou tripped up Ruiz from behind. No call there. Referee says play on. Ruiz comes away with a little bit of a limp there. Throw in Lipinski. Doesn't even go in bounce, and it'll be Perth Amboy ball. That's when you try to keep it a little too precise and going down the sideline. A tricky play. Here's Perez, comes away with it. He sends Evangelou. Can he do it again? No, it's gonna be blasted out of there by Ruiz. Ruiz has had enough of this game now. He just wants there to be no more scoring on their end. He wants his forwards to have the ball now. Ruiz all over the place. JFK with it. Williams back to the goal. There's Perez. Perez deflected again. And Rojas is able to come with a little bouncing save. Now Restauro. And it's going to be headed out of bounds by Ruiz. Sorry, that's Zuniga. Oh no. Over the back. Slapinski. And here's the kick. Medina keeps Chico on. Chico's gonna send it in. And it's a weak left boot attempt by Medina. Michael Sandor able to get an easy save there. Here's best kick of the night by Sandor. Still in the air. Little bit of a head collision there. Estado sends it back to his defense. Headed back. Here's Chico. Now Ruiz. Here's Miranda. Slide kick to Restado. Can't come away with it. Challenge from behind by Calderon. And Medina looking sluggish there off the shoulder. Appears that he's limping, playing through some pain there. He's gonna probably be taped up and looked at after the game. Goes over Miranda, now to Altamirano. Chico. Looking inside. And it's gonna be Morgan right there for the stop. Restado. 2 players on him. Here's Altamirano. Still inbounds. Now trickling out is Chico with the throw in. Finds Medina in the middle. Williams on him. And it's going to be crossed in. And the kick is too high yet again for the Perth Amboy Panthers, looking for the game tying goal. And there's going to be a timeout here, referee timeout, as we await the JFK goal kick. Substitution now, Shaw coming in for Morgan, giving Morgan a break. Morgan coming off with a little bit of a limp there. Here's Miranda. Miranda looking down the sideline to Evangelou. Now Miranda sending his man Evangelou, and he was waiting in an offside position. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. JFK with a 1-goal lead, leading 3-2. Altamirano tripped up by Williams, and the referee stopping the game, going to award a free kick to Perth Amboy. It appears as though no one wore shin guards to this game. Everyone's just going down with the hard kicks here. Down to the center of the field. Medina tries to do something here. He's hurt again. Throw in by Chico. Chico to De La Paz. De La Paz down to the box. And Williams gonna kick it out. Ruiz trips over himself in the middle of the field. Ruiz nearly saves it. JFK is going to look to push it up the field. Here's the throw in. Header by JFK is going to go out of bounds. And Perth Amboy will have the throw in. Referee indicating that he has to back up for the throw in where the ball went out of bounds. Now in the middle to Ruiz. Ruiz sending it upfield into the middle. There's Perez. Sorry, that was Matos. Header by Medina. Here's Matos. Finds his man with it, Evangelou. It bounces right to him. Evangelou on the right side. Tripped up a little. He's trying to do a little too much there. Won by Restado. And the call is going to be a goal kick. Rojas with the hurry up. Here's Miranda with the kick. Right to Miranda. Miranda, sidestep, loses it. Here's Perez fighting for it. Tripped up by Chico. And the ball's gonna go out of bounds. Ruiz with the throw-in. Finds Chico. Here's Chico. Chico. Finds his man running down the sidelines. Medina, he cuts in. And the goalkeeper comes out from underneath him and kicks it out with the save. No foul called. The advantage is always going to go to the goalkeeper. That's the player who has to be safe. He's there for the save. And there's going to be a yellow card called against Medina for the dislike of the play. Medina obviously upset. One of the better players for Perth Amboy. Medina playing injured in this game. Coming into the game, he had to get taped up by Alexis DeAndrea, the JFK trainer. And only aggravating the play even worse. The injury worse. And now Sandor awaits the referee's whistle to play on. And here's Sandor. Altamirano. Down the sideline. On the far sideline, Diaz tries to keep it in bounce. It's going to be Perth Amboy ball. No, it deflects off the Perth Amboy player. It's going to be a JFK ball. Perth Amboy looking to get a substitution in with their best player. Referee not hearing the sub called by the JFK coach, Joe Miggets. Williams goes down. It's Perth Amboy with the free kick. Killing time here. JFK saying to step up, make this wall here. Sends it in. Headed out to the near sideline. And it's going to be kicked out here. JFK with it. Perez finds number 2. 2 tries to cut middle. Altamirano with a great slide tackle. Comes away with it. Still maintains possession. Trying to find a man in the middle. There he is, Medina. And it's going to be a weak attempt for Sandor to pick up. Sandor slowing down his team. Gonna punt it away here. Great punt into the middle of the field. Ruiz over the back of Evangelou. No call. Here's Evangelou. And he runs out of energy and he'll let it go out of bounds. Quick substitution here. Chico coming in as well as Medina. Here's going to be a throw-in. Miranda intercepts it. Good slide tackle by Chico. Here's Williams. Williams will send Losario running down the right sideline. He's got a man in the center. Here's Miranda. And it just goes inches past the left of the bar. JFK nearly securing a 2-goal lead. Still face themselves in a game. Perth Amboy can still steal this one here and possibly tie it up. Kicked out by Lipinski. Kicked away, way up into the air. Miranda will catch it. And he's not able to settle it. Now to Miranda. Challenge from behind is Perez. Great tackle by Ruiz. Clean, just goes out of bounds. Perez goes flying there. And we're going to have a late game substitution. Osario coming off, possibly for the end of the game. Now they're gonna see number 2. Here's Williams with the header. Sorry, that's Varsity. No. Perth Amboy with it. Chico running in with 2. It's deflected off Shaw. Perth Amboy still has it. Medina throws it in. Medina with it now down the left sideline, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by Shaw. Medina with the quick throw. Now back to Medina. Tripped up, still with it. Down in the box. Going to be kicked out, deflected out by Sandor. Appears as though it ricocheted off Sandor, off Medina, and that'll be a goal kick. If JFK is able to hold on with it, they'll have their first win of the season, improving their record to 1-4. Here's the kick by Sandor. Just goes over the head of Williams. Here's Perez sending Evangelou. Evangelou running down, challenge from behind. And he chips it right into the hands of Rojas. Rojas sends it right back up into the middle. There's not much time left, less than 2 minutes remaining. Miranda trying to switch fields. Sends his man on the left. Here he comes, chips it away, and it's a great tackle by Rojas, encouraging his team to continue and keep playing. And Miggetts is going to have another substitution. He's going to put Osario right back in for 2 who he just put in about 2 minutes ago. A strategy used in many soccer games to slow up the game. Or I should say increase the game. Make it go faster. Here's the ball. Perez finds Miranda. Headed by Calderon. Down the sideline. Se acabó. That's going to do it here, folks. As Perth Amboy give away the near win to JFK, who rallied in the second half with 2 goals. 2 coming away of Evangelou, 1 by a penalty kick, and the last one at the 15-yard box with a fired shot by Perez. That's going to do it for us today, folks. I'm Stephen Roca, your student sports broadcaster. Have a good night.